10th terms of an arithmetic progression are 18 and -2 respectively. Find the common difference and the first term for marks. So the fifth term of the arithmetic, so this is the AP. AP we know is the one that goes A, the first term is A plus D, A plus 2D, like that. So the 50 is going to be A plus 4D. That is the 50th term. And the 10th will be A plus 9D. Fine. Lakini unaambiwa the fifth and this is, so this one is equal to 18 and this one is equal to -2. So we are going now to solve. This is our equation 1, equation 2. So we are going to solve this using simultaneous, these are now simultaneous equation. We can solve them using elimination, substitution, whichever you want. So let us just use elimination. A minus A is 0. 4D minus 9D, that is minus D, we are going to have 5D minus 18 minus 2. The answer is 20. So we divide by -5, divide by -5. So D is equal to -4. Our next one, we want to get now the value of A. We can substitute either any of them, this one or that. So A plus 4D equal to 18. So A plus 4 into -4, the answer is 18. A minus 16 equal to 18. Yes, so this one goes that way. So A is equal to 18 plus 16. So A is equal to 34. Kwa hivyo I hope unaelewa vizuri mambo ya AP na arithmetic progression na geometric progression unaelewa vizuri. Lakini kama hujaelewa vizuri, nimetengeneza video ya series and progression. You can check it on the link on the description, so you will find AP there. Determine the least number of terms which must be added together to the sum so that the sum of the progression is negative. Hence find the sum. So we know that the sum n is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus into n minus 1 times d. Yeah, we know that. So we want the sum that will give us negative number, right? So n, we don't know the number of terms. We are looking for the number of terms that will give us the negative number, over 2 into 2 times a, but we know a is 34, plus into n minus 1 times d, which is -4. The answer is 0. We want a number which is negative. That means that n over 2 into this is 68. So let us open this one. So plus, this time is going to be -4n plus 4 equal to 0. So n over 2 into 68 minus, so this one we are going to add plus 4 minus 4n equal to 0. N over 2 into 72 minus 4n equal to 0. So let us remove I want to remove this n down here. I will multiply by the reciprocal of this. So, okay, let me open this one. N times 72, we are going to have 72 n over 2 minus 4n square, n times 4n, that is n square divided by 2 equal to 0. So this is actually 1, here is 36. This one here 1, here 2. So that is 6n minus 2n squared is equal to 0. The common factor here is 2, you can see very well. So 2n into, this one will be 18 minus n is equal to 0. So this tells us that 2n is equal to 0, or 18 minus n is equal to 0. So 18 is equal to 18 is equal to n. So n equal to 18. So determine, the question was determine the least number of terms that must be added together so that the sum of the is. So 18 is the term, is the value of n. So the least number of the terms will be 18 plus 1, which is equal to 19. Do you know the reason why we are adding 1? Remember, n minus 1, the least number is 18. So n minus 1, we want to get 18. So that's why 19 minus 1 will give us 18. Hence find the sum. So the sum will be, so sum 19 is equal to 19 over 2 into 2 times 34 plus into n and our n is 19 minus 1, which is now 18, times negative d, which is, our d was negative 4. And that is 19 over 2 into, this times is 68 plus 19 minus 1, 18. 18 times negative 4, negative 72. So 19 over 2 times, or bracket, this was 68 minus 72 is negative 4. So 19 over 2 times negative 4, here 1, here negative 2. So the answer is negative 38. So you have seen that the least 19 is giving us the negative number. It was tricky, but you can see how it was supposed to be done. Complete the table below for the equation this. So you have 2 marks for completing this, just taking the value of x, and for example when x is 0 here, so here is 0, 0, the answer is going to be 2. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 plus 2, the answer is 2. So you substitute these values and get this. You have a calculator, so you will use it and get the values there. Now on the grid provided, draw the graph this on the values 0 to this. Use 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit on the axis, x-axis, and 1 centimeter to represent the 1 unit of the y-axis. So we are going to draw the graph. So it is important to follow the instructions given. Use 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit in the x-axis. So in the x-axis 1, 2, there should be 2 units to represent 1. 1, 2 to represent 1. 1, 2. On the y-axis, 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit. 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So lazima ufanye venye umeambiwa tafadhali. Usiweke scale yako. So we have now tumeweka the scale. Now we want to plot the values on the graph. When x is 0, the value of y is 2 here. You put your dot there or your star. When x is 1, the value of y is negative 1. Negative 1 is here. When the value of x is 2 is here, the value of x is negative 2 here. When the value of x is 3, the value of 1 is -1 here. When the value of x is 4 here, y is 2 there. When the value of x is 5, that of y is 7 there. Here, there. Now you draw a curve, a smooth curve. Now let us draw the curve. You draw the smooth curve. Like that. And then you label this curve is y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 2. Very nice, like that. Now you have drawn and you have scored your 3 marks, as simple as that. So let us, next question. Use the graph to solve the equation x squared minus 4x is equal to 2. So you realize that this is the equation now of our curve. There is no difference with this equation. So x squared minus 4x. So we want to use this graph to solve this. This kenye inamaanisha hapa ni kuchukua the value mahali hii curve imekata x axis. That one will give us the values of x. Kwa sababu tunafaa kusolve this one using quadratic. Sasa tutumie quadratic, tutatumia the graph. So x will be either, you can see here, either this point or this point. So tutakuwa na values mbili za x. Hii ama hii. You just read from the graph. So x is, this is 0.5, 0.6. So x is equal to 0.6 or x is equal to 3.1234, 3.4. And that is how you solve this using the graph, the equation of that line. By drawing a suitable line, use the graph in B to solve the equation x squared minus 5x plus y plus 3y is equal to 0. So tunaenda kutumia the curve. Our curve ilikuwa y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 2. So tunatumia hii curve kwa sababu tunaenda kutumia the graph. So maana yake tunaenda kutumia this curve. So now we compare this equation of the curve and this equation. So tuna rearrange inakuwa 0 is equal to x squared minus 5x plus 3. So tunataka tupate an equation of a line. We will use that equation to draw a suitable line. So let us subtract x minus x, the answer is 0. Negative 4x minus 5x. So tunaenda kuwa na x. So we are going to have x. Hapa 2 minus 3, the answer is negative 1. So y minus 0 is y. So our equation is y equal to x minus 1. Sasa hii ndio tunatumia kuchora the equation. Na ili tuchore the line, tunaweka x, y, tunatafuta the values, tunachora nayo equation. So tunaweza sema when x is 0, y is negative 1. Sawa? What if when y is 0? When y is 0, x will be 1. So tutatumia hizo values mbili tuchore a suitable line on our graph here. So tunaenda kuchora a graph here, a line here. So and we are going to use these values. When x is 0, y is negative 1. So we put negative 1 here. When x is 1 here, y is 0. So that is the point. So niko na points mbili peke yake, hizo zinatosha kuchora line. So ninalinganisha hapa rula na hii, na make sure line yangu imeenda ikakata curve on both sides, hapa na hapa. So hii na hii. So I join these points like that, and this is the line y is equal to x minus 1. So now, how do we use 1 to solve? The answers for x in this equation would be x is equal to here at this point or this point. So unasoma the value of x here. Kwa hivyo hapa tunasema ni si ni 1. So itakuwa 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 and a half. So 0.75. Sawa? So x is equal to 0.7 or hapa ni 3. So hii yetu unaweza chora tu a line kutoka hapo mpaka ufike kwa x. Unaweza chora hivi dotted line. So ukiangalia hapa x ni 4.12, 4.2 or 4.3. You can round off. So x equal to 4.3. So 0.7 or this one. So that's how we use this one to answer this, for you to score the 3 marks. The table below shows the frequency distribution of heights of 40 plants in a tree nursery. And that is the height, and this is the frequency. State the model class. Calculate the mean height of the plants. Then calculate the standard deviation. Finally, find the probability that a plant taken at random has a height greater than 40. The model class, I want you to know that is the class with the highest frequency. So the class with the highest frequency here, the highest frequency is 12. So our model class is 30 to 40. 1 mark for free. Kuangalia tu na unapata the model class. Kwa sababu nikiangalia hii question ilikuwa iko na standard deviation, na so kama iko na standard deviation lazima upate fx square, lazima upate x square and then fx. So when you are drawing this table, make sure you have the class, the value of xx, which is the midpoint, the frequency column, fx column, x square column and fx square. Sawa sawa. Kwa hivyo nimefanya hivi kwa so that I cannot waste time drawing. So the mean is given by summation of fx. Fx ni hii, ukiongeza hiyo yote na unatumia calculator vizuri, una press na tena unarudia. So watu wengine hupoteza hii marks kwa sababu ya carelessness. Anafinya namba, alikuwa anataka kufinya 420 anafinya 430. Na hivyo wamepoteza marks. So summation, so that is 1100 divided by 40 na itatupea 27.5 as the mean. Nimesema nini? Nimesema kwamba ukiona unatakiwa ufind the standard deviation ama variance, sawa? Table yako lazima ikuwe na x, uweke frequency, uweke fx, uweke x square na fx square ukina multiply. Fx square ni nini? Ni frequency times x square. So 4 times 25 is 100. Kama tulikuwa tunatakana kucalculate the median, hapa tungekuwa na CF, cumulative frequency. So table yako kama ulikuwa unatakana kucalculate the median, lazima ukuwe na CF kwa hii table. Next is the standard deviation. How do you get the standard deviation? Standard deviation is equal to the square root of the variance. But how do you get the variance? Variance is equal to the summation of fx square divided by summation of the frequency, the n. Sometimes we call this is the sum of n. That is sum n. N stands for the sum of the frequency minus the mean square. Mean square ndio hii tuko nayo, so you square. Therefore, kama hii ni variance, then standard deviation is the square root of the variance. Sawa sawa. So that means standard deviation equal to the summation this or that, this one, the variance. So that is now summation fx sum ni kuongeza zote, hii ilileta 37,000, ndio hii divide by the total sum ilikuwa 40, the total frequency ni 40, divide by 40 minus the mean square. So that one gives us the standard deviation as 12.99. Determine the probability that a plant taken at random has a height greater than 40. So number of plants whose height is greater than 40, you use the table here. Greater than 40. So greater than 40, as you can see, it is 40 is here. So greater than 40 ni 41, 42, 43, 45. So ni 4 plus 2. So number of plants whose height is greater than 40 is 4 plus 2, which is equal to 6. So the probability of height greater than 40 is 6 over 40 over the total. And that one is 3 over 20. The table below shows some values of curves. Y is equal to 2 cos x and y equal to 3 sin x. Complete the table to 1 decimal place. 1 decimal place. So we need to fill this table using your calculator. So y is equal to 2 cos x. So this one is 2. So let me show you how you use your calculator. So now I want to get the value here. Ya y to equal to 2 cos x. So unafinya 2 into cos. My value of x here, my x value is 30, cos 30. And then you place answer. So it gives you 1.732. Kwa sababu uliambiwa to 1 decimal place, 3 cannot increase 7. Kwa hivyo the answer is going to be 1.7. So if it is 3 sin x, unafinya 3 sin 3 sin x. My x here is 60. So 60. The answer is 2.59. Now 2.59, 9 can increase this by 1. So the answer here is to be 2.6. Like that. Now our table is complete. Now we use this table to draw the graph. So scale yako tutaweka hapa na 0. The amplitude tunaenda kwenda juu, so tunasema hii ikue 1, ikue 2, tukue na 3. -1, -2 and -3. So and then now the angles we have 0, 30 to the end 360. So tuanze kwa kuplot graph. Let us start by plotting the graph y is equal to 2 cos x using these values. So when y is 2, when x is 0, y is positive 2. So we put a point there. When x is 30, y is positive 1.7. So this is 1.5. So this is 1.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 2. So this is 0.7, that is 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 there. When it is 60, it is 1 here. When it is 90, 0. Right? When it is 120, -1 there. When it is 150, -1.7. So this is -1.7. That is 1. 1.5. So 1.7 is here. Right? So this is 1.5, -1.5, -1.7. When it is 180, it is -2. -2 here. When it is -210, yani 210 degrees, that is -1.7. 10 inarudi hapa. When it is 240, -1 inarudi hapa. 240, -1. 150 ilikuwa, I think kuna mistake hapa. 90 ilikuwa 0. 120 ilikuwa -1. Na 120 ilikuwa -1 here, not here. negative 1 is here. And then 150, negative 1.7, that's okay. And when it is 180, negative 2. Now we have our points, and then we plot a smooth curve. So a smooth curve. A smooth curve. Like this. Yes, a smooth curve. Like that. Once you have drawn that smooth curve, you label this curve. This is y is equal to 2 cos x. So next one, now we start y is equal 3 sin x. So when x is 0, x is 0, what is the value of y? Is 1.5, right? When x is 0, this is 0 also, or 0, 0. When x is 30, here 30, y is 1.5, 1.5 is here. When x is 60, this one is 2.6. So 2.6, 60, 2.6, that is 2.5, 2.6 there. When it is 90, x is 90, this one is 3, maximum 3, 93. Now after finishing plotting, now you draw the smooth curve like this. You don't use a ruler, you just use a free hand like this. A smooth curve like this, like this, like that. A smooth curve like that. You see, I'm using a free hand. I'm using a free hand like that, like that. Now we have these two curves, and name this one is y is equal to 3 sin x. So by so doing, you have your marks scored. 5 marks, 3 marks. Use the graph to find the values of x when y cos x minus 3 cos x is equal to 0. This simply means 2 cos x is equal to, hii ipeleke pande ingine, 3 itakuwa positive 3 sin x. That's what it means. And this means you find the values of x where the two curves meet. So where the two curves meet, this curve and this curve where they meet, that's where 2 cos x is equal to 3 sin x. So that point is this point here. You will just read the value here, the angle. You also read the value here where they meet, the x. So as you can see, this one is 30 something, that is 34, and this one is 200 and what? This is 210, around 214 there. Yeah, 214. So x equal to 34 degrees, or x is equal to 214 degrees. So that is where the two curves meet, and that is the solution for that. Next one. Use the graph to find the values of y when cos this is equal to this. So where these two are meeting, here and here, we want the value of y. So we just read the value of y up. Hapa itakuwa 1.5.6.65. So y equal to 1.65 or Again, we can read the value of y where they are meeting the value of y downwards here. Kwa hivyo hii ni mpaka hapa ni 1, negative 1.5, negative 1.6 and a half. And so it is now negative 1.65. As simple as that, you score all your 10 marks. The figure below is a model of a watchtower with a square base of side 10 cm, height PU is 15 cm, and the slant height UV, TV, SV, RV 13 cm. So all of these slant height are 13 centimeters. Giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places, you mark that 2 decimal places. So if your answer will not be in 2 decimal places, you will get answer will be 0. You will score 1 mark out of 2. Calculate the length MP. The length MP. That is very easy because remember this angle here is 90, so it forms a right angle triangle. So that one is simply MP square. This square will be equal to mn square plus np square. So that is 10 square plus 10 square. So mp is actually the square root of 100 plus 100, which is 200. So mp is equal to 14.14 centimeters. Simple like that. The angle between MU and plane MNPQ. So let us, the angle between MU, where is M? MU, you see? So you want to do, so this one, if I draw MU, this way, where will be the shadow of MU fall? The shadow of MU will be just be MP. Are you getting what I'm saying? The shadow will be MP of MU. That's very important. So now we are looking MU, this one will be MU, and then MP will be the shadow, MP, and then we will have UP. UP is 15. This one is MP is 14. So we have already calculated that 14.14 centimeters. So calculate the angle between, and the angle between is this angle here. This angle. This is the angle we are looking for. So that one we will use tan. Theta is equal to 15 over the adjacent, which is 14.14. So theta is the tan inverse. Tan inverse 15 over 14.14. And the theta is 46.69 degrees. 46.69 degrees. That is the angle between the two. Remember that the angle between a line and a plane, the angle between a line MU and the plane MQPE is the angle between the line and its projection. So the projection of MU, hii shadow ikiwekwa ikimulikwa kutoka huku itaanguka hapa MP. So it is the angle between the line and its projection. Mahali inalala kwa hiyo plane. So this is what I want, between the line and the plane is the angle between the line and its projection. Projection, it is its shadow. Its shadow on the plane. Remember that. So calculate the length VO. So VO, we want the length VO from here up to here. We know the height from here up to here, here up to here. From here to here is 15 centimeters. What we don't know is the height between V and the height of the pyramid. That's what we don't know. So we need to get the height of the pyramid first. So to get the height of the pyramid first, we need to know this. We know the distance from here to the center here. So we want this height here. And to do that, we need to calculate this, right? So we use from here up to here is 5 centimeter. Why? Because from here it is 10, kutoka hapa mpaka hapa ni 10. So nusu yake ni 5. So what we want, we need this height here. Sawa, we need this height. Or we can as well, we know the distance from here. There's two ways of doing that. We know this distance from here up to here. Tunajua kutoka hapa mpaka hapa. Sawa, pia tunajua kutoka hapa mpaka hapa ni ngapi. Kutoka hapa mpaka hapa ama hapa mpaka hapa ilikuwa 14.14. So divide by 2, so kutoka mpaka hapa ni 7.07 kutoka hapa mpaka hapa. Na tunajua kutoka hapa mpaka hapa ni 13. Now remember this one is going to form 90 degrees. So we will use this one to get the height from here up to here. 7 square plus minus 13 is 13 square minus this square will give us the height, the square root of that. So this is V. Here we have 13. From here is 7.07, so we want H. So H square is equal to 13 square minus 7.07 square. H square will be equal to 169 minus 49.005. So H will be the square root of 169 minus 49.005. So H will be equal to 10.91. So that is the height of the pyramid. But from the here tushapata kutoka mpaka hapa ni 10, lakini kutoka hapa mpaka hapa tunajua ni 15. So we just add. So 10.91 plus 15. So it gives us 25.91 centimeters. That is the height. The angle between planes VST and VSTU. The angle between plane VST, this plane here, and which plane? SRTU, or this one. So this angle, and this actually that is the angle between here. That is the angle here. So if you extract that, we are going to have this. Here is 5 centimeters. This is 90 degrees. From here up to here we have that is 10.91, and we want this angle here. Very simple. So we will use tan theta is equal to 10.915. So theta is a tan inverse of 10.91 divided by 5. Theta is going to be 65.38 degrees. The table below shows monthly income tax rates for a certain year. This is the rate you can see. In that year, a monthly personal tax relief of Kenya shillings 1280 was allowed. In a certain month of that year, Shira earned a monthly basic salary of 52,000 house allowance of 78,800, and a commuter allowance of 5,000. Calculate Sarah's taxable income. So taxable income, remember, taxable income equal to basic salary plus all taxable allowances. Taxable allowances. Nimeandika taxable allowance kwa sababu sometimes unaambiwa commuter allowance is not being taxable. If it is not being taxable, kama umeambiwa commuter allowance is not being taxable, you don't include here for taxable income. Utaiweka hapo. Sawa, ndio maana nimeweka hiyo. So here all of this hatuchaambiwa chochote, it is being taxable. So we will just add 52 plus 5,000 plus 7,800. That one will give us Kenya shillings 64,800. So that is the taxable income for Sarah. Calculate the net tax payable by Sarah in that month. Taxable income. So we are going to use here. We will start by the first slab where she pays 10 over 100 times 11,1180, and the tax here is going to be 1118. We go to the next one. So unafanya difference hapa 21,714 minus this one. You realize it's going to give, so that the next slab is 15 over 100 times that one is going to be 5, 10, 534, and it will give us 1580.1. So you continue. So kwanza unafaa kujua kwamba ukiangalia hii pesa 64,000 is beyond. So unafanya tu mpaka ufikisha hapa ndio uende kusubtract the remaining, because hii hapa inafika 42 na tuko na 64. Kwa hivyo hata unafanya tu mpaka ufika hapa ndio usimame upause. So nimefanyia Sarah tax mpaka nimefika mwisho 25. So the remaining amount will go to above. So how will I know which one is above? You add this plus this, and then you subtract from the total, you find the remaining. So that one is 64,80. You minus 42, this amount 42,782 inakupea. So whatever you get is what is going to the next, the above, which is now 30 over 100 times what is remaining is 22,018. This is what is above. So you get the tax of 6605.8. So the next thing now is, so gross tax is equal to, you add this tax, this one, and this one. That will give us the gross tax. So that one will give us 14,043.8 Kenya shillings. Now, net tax, we were asked to calculate net tax. Net tax equal to gross tax minus relief, and that is 14,043.8 minus 1280. That is relief. So the total net tax is Kenya shillings 12,763.80 cents. In January that year, Sarah's basic salary was raised by 4%. Determine Sarah's net salary in July. So in July, the salary was raised. Determine Sarah's net salary in July. Net salary. So we need first to get the money that was increased, the tax away. So remember, initially it was 100%, but if it has been increased, it's going to be 104%. So we are going to get 104% of 100 times 52,000, which is the basic salary. Remember, the basic salary was 52,000. So the new basic salary will be 5408. So it means now new taxable income will be 5408 plus 7800 plus 5,000. So, and this the new taxable income is going to be 6680. So this is the new taxable income. But we know from akitaxiwa from 10% to this percent atafika mwisho 42,782. So we want to get the above. So aturudi hii statement hiyo already tunajua. So aturudi hii kufanya hii. So tuna subtract hii taxable income na hii tuone which one is above. Above, for that is 42,782. So the one that goes above is Kenya shillings 7229.4. Kwa hivyo ukisubtract hii unapata hizi ndio zilikuwa excess. So now 30% over 100 times the excess 37229.4. Utapata hiyo tax itakuwa this minus this, the answer is going to be 24,098. So here we are multiplying with 24,098. The tax itself now will be 7229.4. Hii ndio the tax, excess tax. So now kama ulikuwa umefanya hii na hii na hii na hii, tunaenda kuongeza. Ama ufanye ongeza hii na hii na hii na hii, usiongeze hii sasa. Badala ya hii tunaenda kuongeza hii ndio iko in excess. Sio hii ya 30% sasa ni hii kwa sababu mshahara iliongeza. In fact kwa njia rahisi at 30% huyu si alikuwa na 66 pande hii kabla mshahara iongeze. 30% sasa imeongeza mpaka hapa. Si tunaweza ona tuone the difference hapa ni ngapi iliongeza. Sasa tunaweza subtract hii from hapa tuone yenye tutaongeza kwa hii gross tax. As simple as that. Ama kwa hii. As simple. So the increase was 7729.4 minus 6605.4. The increase ya tax ilikuwa hiyo. Ilikuwa 624 Kenya shillings. Hiyo ndio iliongeza. So new net tax will be 12,763.8. You just add to 624. That will be the new tax, which is 8, 7, 8, 13, 13. So the new tax will be 387. That is the new tax. So what will be the net salary? Net salary is taxable income minus this one. Now the net salary now will be taxable income will be this one here, 66,880 minus the taxable the net salary net what? Net tax yenye itaondolewa the pay. This is pay actually. The pay is being taken away. 1338.7.8. So the net salary will be Kenya shillings 53,492.6 shillings. Hotel buys beef and mutton daily. The amount of beef bought must be at least 30 kg and that of mutton at least 20 kg. The total mass of beef and mutton bought should not exceed 100 kg. The beef is bought at Kenya shillings this, and the mutton is this per kg. The amount of money spent on both beef and mutton should not exceed this. Let X represent the number of kilograms of beef and Y represent kilograms. Write the inequalities to represent the above information. So we have beef, we have mutton. Read the number of X, so kg. X kg is for the beef, Y kg is for the mutton. So we are told that the amount of beef bought must not exceed, must be at least. Kwa hivyo kama ni at least, inamaanisha the least unaweza pata ni 30. So it is greater than 30, greater or either equal to that or greater. So that one it is X greater or equal to 30. Hiyo ni equation moja ya B. And that of mutton at least 20. So this one should be at least Y should be at least 20 or more. 20. Next, the total mass of beef and mutton both should not exceed. So the total, meaning that X, the mutton, the beef plus Y should not exceed. Should not exceed. So it must be either 100 or less, because it's repeated. And then the amount, the beef is put at that. So 1 kg is X. What about it? So if 1 kg is 360, what about X? So we will have 360X plus 480Y, kwa sababu 1 kg ni 480, so times Y. The total amount of money should not exceed. Okay? If it is not exceeding, then it should be either this or less. So equal or less 43,200. Very good. So now the equations that are required is X is greater than or equal to 30. Hiyo ni moja. Ingine ni Y is greater or equal to 20. Hiyo ni mbili. Ya tatu ni X plus Y is less or equal to 100. Ya tatu. Na ya nne sasa ni hii. You can simplify this, hii na hii na hii. You simplify. And then 12 here 3. 12 here 4. So we will have 3X plus 4Y is less or equal to 360. And that is the fourth equation. Now we have this 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the equations that are required. On the grid provided, draw the inequalities on the above. So for you to draw the inequality, you need to get the points for these equations. So for this one, you say xy. When x is 0, this one is 100, and when y is 0, x is 100. That is okay. The next one, we can also say xy. When x is 0, y will be, what will be y when x is 0? When x is 0, y is going to be this divided by itakuwa 120. 90. When y is 0, itakuwa 120. So kwa hivyo kwa hapa ninaona kwa x niko na highest 100 na y niko na 100. So naweza weka 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That is the highest we can have on the y-axis. But on the y-axis actually we have, okay, x-axis tuko na 120. So we can also say this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. That is the highest we can have on the x-axis. So when x is 0, this is 100. So that is this point. And when that one, the other point will be here. So the line is going to be the solid because it is less or equal. So tunaenda kuchora hiyo line. That is the line. This is the line y plus x equal to, is less or equal to 100. So you need to write that one like this. And then we draw this one when x is 0, y is 90. So 90 is here like this. When x is 120, y is 0. 120, 0 there. So you join the two lines. No, sorry, this one. And then now we have these two lines that x is greater than or equal to 30. So where do we have 30? That is here. So you draw a line here at x is equal to 30. Right? Another line is x is equal to 20. But also when you need to know that x cannot be less than should be equal greater than 0. Y should be greater or equal to 0. So we cannot have anything that is less than that. We cannot have anything that is less here. So this one is going to be an unwanted region. This one is going to be the unwanted region. So this is the required region. This is the required region. This one is x is equal to 30. Greater or equal. And which line I've not, this line I've sijaiweka, ilikuwa ni 3x plus 4y is less or equal to 30. 360. Like that. So once you have done that, we have finished that, you get your 4 marks. Now we go to the next question. The hotel makes a profit of Kenya shilling 50 on each kg of a beef and the Kenya shilling 60 on each kg of the mutton. Determine the maximum profit to the hotel can make. So to get the maximum, so we know beef is x, mutton is y. So we will have 50x plus 60 times y will give us the max. This one will give us the profit. Will give us the profit. So this one is going now to be our search line. We are going to get the search line, right? So 550x plus this one is called the objective function, which will help us to optimize. So optimization also, you can also call it optimization function. Now for us to equate, we equate it with the LCM. So the LCM of 50 and 30 and 60 will be actually, you can use even 300. So 50x plus 60y, we can have 300 as the LCM. So una equate the objective function na LCM ya this one, the least multiple of this function. Well, the reason why tuna equate hivi, tunataka kutengeneza the value of x and y ndio tupate the search line. So we can say when x is 0, here, y will be 50. When y is 0 here, x, that is 300 divided by 50, what will be the answer? That is 60. So these 2 points will give us the search line. So we go back to our graph and then we draw this line. We draw this line here. When x is 0, this one is 50, y is 50, so 50 is here. When x is 60, that one is 0. So we draw a dotted line and we label it a search line. This is a search line. We use dotted like this and we call it. It is important you label that. This one you label that it is called the search line. You label it like that. So we are going now to use the set square and the ruler to find the maximum. Sasa weka set square yako ikwe online with the search line. Namna hii. Ulinganisha the set square yako namna hivyo. Sawa? Ukishalinganisha chukua ruler weka hapa chini. The reason why tunataka wakati tuna move hii i-move parallel to the search line mpaka mahali tutapata the last point, that is we give us the maximum. Kwa hivyo you can as well put it like this. So this is my set square. You unaiweka inalingana kabisa na search line namna hiyo. Sawa, kisha lingana unaweka ruler yako hivi, so that now when you move the search line like this, it goes parallel. When you move the set square, it goes parallel to the search line. Haitaenda combo. Sawa. So make sure it is the set square is in that order, like this. So now when you move like this, it goes parallel to the search. So tunataka to move hivi in the required region mpaka tuone ni point gani iko maximum before tutoke out of the required region. So tukienda tunaenda tuchatoka kabisa. Chini hapa tumetoka lakini juu bado hatujatoka. Tunaenda. So ukiona hapa nikienda side nilikuwa nimetoka. So the region that will give me the maximum is this one here. Here, this region here. Here. This one will give me the maximum. And that region is 60, 40. So 60, 40 is my. So X is going to be 60, Y is 50. So now the maximum profit is obtained by multiplying, that is 40 times, what was this? 50 plus 60 times 60, and this one will give you 2000 plus 3600, and the total will be Kenya shilling 56. So that one will give us the maximum profit.